tell you something. This year, the new year does not really make me feel any type of way. Like, I used to be the type of girl that would make resolutions and write down stuff and be like, okay, this year we going this, we're going there, we're getting this, we're getting there. Oh, Jesus. I can't die in the beginning of 2018. I think 2018 doesn't really like me talking crap about it before it's even begun. Hello, good morning, what is up? Happy 2018. I hope you had a great time with your family and whatever. If you've been on my channel for a hot minute, you know I like to give advice. Speaking of my channel, I would love for you to help me grow by clicking that subscribe button. So I recently started watching Love and Hip Hop because of Cardi B. You guys, like, I am so in love with Cardi B, and when I heard that she started off of Love and Hip Hop, I went and I started watching Love and Hip Hop. Mind you, I'm not a reality TV person at all. Like, and I've always kind of been the type to judge people that watch reality television. Like, so season 6, I was completely hooked. I watched from the beginning to the end and I loved it. Season 7 is starting to be a little bit, you know, a bit repetitive. I'm not seeing enough Cardi. This show made me realize that I was a fucking punk. Like, do you see how these girls get down? Like, you can't cross any of them. The minute you say something to them, they just pop off. They just pop off. And I'm in no way trying to say that we should be out looking for fights and looking for altercations any and everywhere, trying to prove a point that doesn't even exist, trying to prove that I'm streeter than you, I'm goofy, I'm better than you, I'm more this than you. We shouldn't be out here trying to prove these points, because at the end of the day it doesn't mean anything. But I found that I'm the type of person that avoids conflict a little bit too much. I have realized that I'm the type of person that will, you know, not hesitate to just, you know, hush, don't speak because I'm afraid I'm stepping on people's toes, or, you know, if somebody does something, as long as I can avoid conflict, because I genuinely believe that nothing can't be fixed with like a conversation and a smile. But, you know, sometimes you gotta slap a bitch back to her place, and it's okay. And this is something that I'm realizing just now, and Love and Hip Hop helped me to realize that. So you can get life lessons out of anything. Like I said, I'm not telling you to go beat on any and everything moving, but don't be a punk. Like, don't be a punk. If somebody says something to you, somebody attacks you, it doesn't make you, fighting back doesn't make you a bad person if somebody comes for you. You know what I'm saying? And letting people know that you are not to be played with, you are not to be messed with, is not necessarily a bad thing. And another thing that I've also noticed is stop trying to please people. In all my videos, I feel like in all my advice videos that I have, I don't really know how many that I have, I always say life is about balance. That is like my ultimate motto. Like, don't be the type of person that's going everywhere looking for trouble, but on the other hand, don't be the type of person that's avoiding trouble, that wants to avoid trouble so much that they belittle themselves, that they let people walk all over them, that they let people treat them some type of way. Don't be that person. And it's okay to let people know that you are not the one. I think that will be my motto for this year. Express your damn self and let these hoes know that you are not the one. There's nothing wrong with defending yourself, with saying what you think, even if what you think is not what everybody else thinks. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. If somebody crushes you, there's nothing wrong with letting them know, hey. And you don't even have to do it with violence. That's not what I'm trying to say. You can keep it classy. Let me tell you about this incident that happened to me one time. So I was at the store at Bershka, and I was looking at jewelry that I ended up buying. Anyway, I was looking at jewelry, and you know how these jewelry things are right before the place where you pay. They're right before the cashier. And so basically, if somebody's trying to go and pay their stuff, they kind of have to, you're kind of blocking the way if you're looking at the jewelry. You know, the stuff that they put there to tempt you so you can pick up something last minute right next to the cashier. So I was standing there, and this little person, she was, you know, a grown woman, she was like a teenager or something, but she was very little in shape. This girl is gonna walk up behind me and literally shove me like this. I was in her way, I'm not even denying it, but she didn't say excuse me. You know, there's many ways to go about it. She pushed me, like she ejected me. And I look at her like, okay, I am such a good person that I immediately thought that she did not do it on purpose. So I look at her waiting for an apology, and she looks at me and she says, "What?" Girl, when I tell you, I was at the same time shocked, because in my mind I have such a good home training and such a good heart that I didn't even think it was conceivable for somebody to react this type of way. That's one. And two, I was like, who this bitch? How does she think she can just cross me like this? So I look at this girl, I analyze her for a long time, and as I'm analyzing her, first she's acting tough, and the longer I analyze her, the more she starts to get intimidated. And I look at her and I say, I am so sorry for you that you ain't got no home training. And I just walk away. I kind of felt like a punk after that. I was like, girl, you really gonna talk to her about home training? She obviously doesn't give a damn about home training. What you should have done is whoop her ass. And you know what, to this day I kind of feel like I did act like a punk, because I could have, you know, gave her a little slap, because this bitch literally pushed me on purpose. She got physical, she took it there. So I could have slapped her, you know. I had reasons to get physical as well, but you know, I feel like what I said to her kind of like, you know, got her thinking about what she done. You know what I'm saying? Like, had I slapped her, yeah, it would have hurt her, and yes, I would have felt very, very satisfied. But I have had this effect on her where she would go home and actually think about what I said to her. You know what I'm saying? So all of this to illustrate that you do not necessarily have to slap people back in their place physically, but you know, you can verbally, in a classy manner, let people know that you are not there to play games, and that they can't treat you anyhow, and that they can't talk to you anyhow. So yes, this is what I'm trying to tell you, so that in 2018 you and I can become less punks. And Beyonce said your best revenge is your paper. So if you're like me and you have an incident where you feel like you didn't react accordingly, that you could have done more, at the end of the day, this person goes back to being an uneducated prick, and you go back to being a queen or a king, and you go back to being about your life. And at the end of the day, it's not gonna make you lose no sleep. I promise you, you're not gonna lose any sleep over it. And if you are losing sleep over it, don't. That is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I will try to give you more videos this year on some real stuff, but like, this year is also a very, very hectic year for me. It's the year that I'm graduating. It's the year that I'm supposed to know what I want to do with my life. It's a lot, but I do want y'all to come on board. I do want more people to come on board, and I do want, like, to start something here. But you know, we should help each other, you know. Be there for me, and I'll be there for you once a month on YouTube, kind of like your periods. What the fuck?